The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! To the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Joe Thornton Community Centre here in St. Thomas, Ontario. It is game night for the Rockets as they hit the road on this Friday to take on the St. Thomas Stars and see if they can make some room, make a push up the standings here after falling into ninth place with Sarnia's win over LaSalle last night on home ice. I'm Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith with me here tonight to call the action. Eldon, inside a chilly Joe Thornton Community Centre in St. Thomas.
For those of you who follow along on Twitter, yes, I am wearing a toque over top of my headset. It is 25% colder in here, I'll tell you. The Rockets have fallen to ninth place. If the playoffs started today, they would not be in. A win tonight here in St. Thomas would put them back into eighth, 1 point ahead of Sarnia. But just looking at the standings here, they are 4 points back of the Stars. So if they don't want to lose sight of this and just turn the final playoff spot into a two-team race and keep it a three-team race for two spots, a win here tonight would go a long way toward that goal.
It's easy to look at the standings and see where you are just 16, 17 games into the season. But the fact of the matter is the Rockets have not been playing fantastic hockey, and they need to try and turn something around here as they make their way into the midway point of the season. And a good start to that is a solid goaltending performance, and it looks like they might have found a guy that can give them that night in and night out, and that's Chaz Nixon. He made his first start as a Rocket after being acquired from Leamington last week on Saturday against London, and although the Rockets lost that game, we saw glimpses of someone that could easily shut the door on a club in this league.
He looked good, the Oshawa native. I almost said Flint Tropics. The Flint Firebirds draft choice on the OHL. He looks solid. He looked poised. I remember mentioning on the broadcast on Saturday night that he was directing traffic, pointing for D to go here, go there, cover him. And he's going to start tonight. So looking forward to his next performance here.
Chaz Nixon, the starting goaltender, as mentioned for the Strathroy Rockets. A couple of scratches for Strathroy to go over tonight, although compared to the rest of the season, it's a very minimal scratches. Brazeau not in the lineup, of course, with O'Dwyer backing up Nixon in goal tonight. Dundas scratched, Ryan Marshall scratched, and Tage Gallant out of the lineup for the Strathroy Rockets. Jet Luchenko will chalk in wearing the number 6 jersey. In goal, Tyler Roberts as he gets the start tonight for the Stars. A couple of scratches, just 3 for St. Thomas tonight. Braden Joseph, Marcus Hicks, and then Keegan Demota, the scratches for St. Thomas in tonight's hockey game. As we get ready for the puck drop and the teams to take to the ice here, the Zamboni just finished a big weekend for the Rockets. They're on the road tonight to take on the St. Thomas Stars. And then tomorrow they host the Sarnia Legionnaires. If you look at the bottom 3 teams that have kind of been jockeying in those bottom 3 throughout the first few months of the season here, it's been those 3. So if the Rockets are going to make up some ground, trying to turn around their season, I said it all day today, I think this is the big weekend for Strathroy coming in here against the Stars and against the Legionnaires tomorrow night.
Well, you can't make the playoffs in November, but you can certainly fall out of the race. And getting 4 points this weekend against the Stars and the Legionnaires would go a long way to keeping them in that race.
And the Rockets will look to try and climb those standings here and make their way back into the win column after a pair of home games against the London Nationals, their last 2 games. Always a tough measuring stick when you're trying to turn things around, as the London Nationals are a good hockey club, but the Rockets will look to do so here against the St. Thomas Stars, who they're having a fairly good season so far. Turned it around from 2 years ago when they missed the playoffs, and now they'll try and find their way into the playoffs for this season. And as mentioned, starting in goal for them tonight, Tyler Roberts. He's the Ajax, Ontario native, and he will start between the pipes. A different starting goaltender than we saw when the Stars came to Strathroy a few weeks ago. And Roberts will look to be the guy. He's played in just 6 of the Stars games so far this season.
The one and only time the Rockets have played against the Stars was the home game at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. 4-2 win for the Rockets. So they are 1-0 against St. Thomas. And if you're going to make the playoffs in the bottom half of the Western Conference, these are the games you have to win.
The Rockets take to the ice here wearing their red jerseys, trimmed with blue and white here. The Stars will take to the ice shortly here. Chaz Nixon, the starting goaltender for Strathroy, takes to the net off to our left here at the Joe Thornton Community Center, wearing those Flint Firebirds colored pads, blocker, and glove. You can clearly tell who he was drafted by, and he'll get the
of the season.
Piercy scored the first goal and then got injured, and we hadn't seen him since, I want to say, the second game, if not that first game of the season.
Yeah.
He is back in the lineup tonight, so hopefully the Rockets can use him to get some scoring on the back half. It's really just been that top line scoring for Strathroy this season, and that's probably been their biggest issue.
Yeah, it's been a big drop-off.
And here they are at your lineup for the St. Thomas Junior B Stars.
Sorry, I thought they were going to go down to the anthem there. Wood and Perry, runaway leaders in scoring on the team with 24 and 22 points respectively, and after that it's a big drop to Brandon Ballas with 11 points. So anything that can put the scoring, spread that around a little bit and maybe ignite someone else on a line would be helpful for Strathroy.
In the Rockets, so far 8 road games this season, they've been able to pick up a point in 5 of those 8. It's a far cry from the 1-8 they are at home ice of the West Middlesex Memorial Center. Will now send it down to ice level for the national anthems. So the anthem's complete and just about ready for puck drop here in St. Thomas. Noah Smith and Eldon Dunseith to call the action for you here in the Railway City as we get set for this one between the Strathroy Rockets and the hometown St. Thomas Stars. Both these clubs looking to try and get back into the win column. The Stars were in London on Wednesday night, losing to the Nationals. The Rockets last at home on Saturday, also losing to the London Nationals. So both these clubs looking to get back into the win column. It'll be Perry, Ballas, and Wood out there for the Rockets to start things with Kindry and Smith on defense and Chaz Nixon in goal. No surprise for the Stars. Oliver Bonk will start the game. He was recently up with the London Knights. Not there tonight. He's here in St. Thomas. And, of course, chalked in to start this thing back on defense. Puck down, and we are underway as the opening faceoff goes back into the Strathroy zone onto Chaz Nixon. Played back, and now it's Kindry taking the pass from Smith. Now pass up to the middle. Perry trying to knock this one forward to Wood. He gets it back into the St. Thomas zone and bunks back to get it. Now skating forward. The pass comes into the neutral zone. Stars will carry it forward through center. Coming in across the line. Paris had that one knocked off his stick. Ballas will pick it up out front of the Strathroy bench. Works his way over, and he's hit right into the side of the St. Thomas bench. Now down low with it. Stars looking to work this puck out of their own zone. They'll get it up to the neutral zone, but it's knocked away off the stick of Riley Wood. Paris right on the D-man here. Goes over to Cole Smith, and now back to Kindry. Kindry, long pass down the ice, but it's going to be on goal here. And the Rockets will get a line change. Stars go D to D. Now trying to work it down the ice. and that one will go for icing, just out of the reach there. And we'll get our first whistle, 55 seconds into this contest.
Yeah, Bonk trying to hit Tanner Dietz with a pass, long bomb pass, a little too.
Center taking a big hit there, and it's dumped in. Back for Strathroy. Hall up to Kane Johnson. Kane Johnson tries to poke it forward, lost it slightly, and it's dumped in on goal. Chaz Nixon plays it for Habib. Habib, opposite side. Now they'll clear up. Knocked down by McAlpine. He holds the line. And the Rockets will take control as it's back to Hall. Now coming up through the middle. Spezial through center. Now Spezial into the right corner. Back behind the St. Thomas net. Still holding on to it. He's going to have that puck taken away. And now spinning is McAlpine, tried to get it out into the slot. Almost knocked away. Ty Johnson held the line, kept it in. Now a long pass through center. Stars looking to work it in, but Laszlo knocks it away. Back into the St. Thomas zone here is skating back is Alexander with it. Now a long pass. That one off the stick of Rick Wood and into the corner. Stars inside of the Strathroy zone now, trying to get some pressure on here as the Rockets looking to clear that one. Laszlo up to Luchenko. Luchenko at center, just going to throw it into the St. Thomas zone, and now they'll chase inside the Stars territory. Back behind the net with it. Trying to get that one away. Couldn't find it was Nelson. Johnson keeps it in at the line. Luchenko battling. Luchenko trying to get out of it. Goes into the corner. Now battling. Luchenko behind the net. Had that one knocked off his stick. Stars looking to try and clear. Still trapped inside their own zone. Johnson pinches in from the point. Now off into the corner. Piercy looking out front. Couldn't get the shot off. Back to the point here. Down low. Luchenko to Piercy. Back to Luchenko. He's going to carry it out on his forehand into the slot. Tried to get a shot off there. Had his stick knocked away. And the Stars will clear back out to center. Laszlo with it now. Back to Ty Johnson. A pass up to Faulkner, who will work it forward into the St. Thomas zone on the left side. A shot thrown on. That one stopped. Big rebound comes off the glass and back out into the slot. But the Stars will clear it, but not out to the line. Now down low. Pimentel trying to hold on to it as he goes behind the St. Thomas net. Now he carries it over to the right corner. Looking for a pass, back down low. Faulkner out front. Pimentel couldn't get a shot off. Holds on to it. Now at the side of the goal. Shot thrown on. Stop. Rebound, and he fires that one over top of the goal. Pimentel now looking for Hewitt out front, and that one's going to be sent down the ice by the Stars. Out of his net to play it is Nixon. No icing here. Nixon plays it off to Smith on the opposite side. Smith will clear and get it up to Pimentel, who will carry it in on the right side. Now Pimentel looking to see if he can cut through. He lost it. Up to Smith at the point. Looking to the net. That one redirected out front by Faulkner, but it hit off the glass as it went wide. Stars still just scrambling to try and clear here. They will, as Kindry will pick it up and go back to Smith.
Back-to-back shifts where the Rockets have spent significant time in the Stars zone.
Kindry up through the middle here. Holds on to it. Coming through. Pass. Ballas shot. That one whistled wide glove side, and it will find its way out of play as Ballas took a gorgeous pass from Kindry and had a beautiful chance out front.
Great pass there by Kindry over to Ballas under the stick of the defender. Unfortunately, the bomb doors were open, but the sights were off, and Ballas blew it wide of the net. Face-off will be in front of the Stars bench, just outside their zone.
I think it hit off the lip of the boards and went upwards on the shot because the face-off came outside. Habib over to Hall. Hall trying to clear. It goes off his stick. Inside the Strathroy zone here. Stars still with control. It's going to be knocked off the stick by Ballas. And it's into the St. Thomas zone. Alexander, quick pass up, and they'll dump it in.
If he can get Faulkner going, that would be double good for the Rockets.
Back behind the net is Alexander here. Quick pass up. Now carrying it, Paris. Paris in on the left side. Paris looking for a shot off the stick of Habib and into the corner. Now looking to clear. This one will get off the glass and out all the way back into the St. Thomas zone. Pass up to Alexander. He'll throw it off the boards, trying to get it into Strathroy territory, and they will. Now the Stars looking on a short man rush. That one stopped by Nixon. Back behind the net, still holding on to it here. Looking for options. Paris with it now. Paris taken down by Ballas. Ballas will pick it up. He's got Wood with him. Ballas up to Wood, just out of reach of him, and Alexander will clear it on a backhand off the glass here as the Stars work it forward now. little bit of miscommunication. Couldn't get the pass off. Perry, nice move. Over to Wood. Wood couldn't return it to Perry, but he gets it up to the point for Laszlo. Down low for the captain, Carson Perry. Looking for a pass out front, goes off a stick. Kept in by Ty Johnson. Arm of the official comes up here, and a penalty on the way here. The Stars will go to the box, and the Rockets will go to the power play.
I didn't see how or where it happened, but it's a slashing call. Maddox Amaral going to the box for the Stars. 2 minutes. The 6:04 mark of the first period. Face-off will be to the right of Roberts. Confused me for a minute earlier there because he's listed as number 31 on the lineup, but he's wearing number 1.
One back to the point here, and Johnson will hold on to it for Strathroy. Nelson's pass. It was knocked off his stick. Still holds onto it. It'll go down low, out of the reach of Luchenko, and then rimming that one around the boards is Girth. Up to the line, but not out. Trying to throw that one away, and Bonk will clear, and it's going to go off his stick, where it'll be picked up and carried forward here by Weber. Weber trying to cut through, looking for a shot. That one goes off his stick and over top of the net of Nixon.
As you see, the first power play of the game for the Rockets, and Piercy's on it, so clearly they've been waiting for him to return.
Second power play unit out to start here is the first power play unit, also known mostly as line 1 on this team, was out there when the penalty was called. Carrying it forward here at center, Piercy. Piercy had it knocked off his stick. Now back on the fence. The Stars will just throw it down the ice, where it's picked up by Ty Johnson. Spinning there, he lost an edge, but luckily there. And Luchenko, it'll be Hull carrying it in. Drops to Luchenko. Luchenko to the opposite side, looking to the net. Pad save, rebound, backhand thrown over top of the goal. Now back down low. He'll walk up to the point as Perry. Hands it off for Johnson. Johnson drops it for Perry. He carries. Johnson, Perry. Perry's drop pass. Hull was skating the opposite direction, but he's there to pick it up. Now Hull to the net. That one blocked. Didn't make it there. Holding on to it here, Luchenko. Leaves it for Hull. Now back to the corner. Perry fires it up to Luchenko, who is going for a change, and it comes all the way back of Nixon, who plays it forward.
Amaral was coming out of the box, too. That was kind of a double whammy against the Rockets.
Now inside of the St. Thomas zone here. The Rockets looking to try and chase down the puck. Stars looking to try and clear. Now banging away at it. Couldn't get that one away as it is a battle right out front of the St. Thomas bench. D-to-D pass. Now a long one off the stick of Dietz and into the Strathroy zone. Playing this one, rimming it around the boards there, as it'll be poked in as he goes to the bench, and Laszlo will take it back behind the Strathroy net.
Nixon none the worse for wear after the contact behind the net.
Long one thrown on goal. Roberts will cover it up here for the Stars, and we'll get a whistle. 10:38 to go in period number 1. Still no score between the Stars and Rockets.
He looked very comfortable playing the puck behind the net, right up until the part where the Stars forward skated by him, and down he went. But the young fella's back up and looks just fine.
Up to the point. Faulkner looking for a shot to the net, had it knocked away from him. Stars will get it up to the blue line, looking for a long pass, and he throws it off the backside of Weber, who was coming into the zone, and the Rockets will take control. It's Habib trying to get it up to Hewitt, and the Rockets will carry it forward. Coming in across the line, lost it. Pimenta will go chase back behind the net here. A hit there, and it's sent down the ice, and Hull's back to get it inside the Strathroy territory. Sending up behind the net of Nixon. Now Hull carries it forward at his own line. Pass over, poked forward by Faulkner. Stars will pick it up inside their own zone. Up to Weber. Weber just trying to chip that one forward as he'll go for a line change. D-to-D pass comes over to Hull, who lost it. Now Luchenko pass. This one over to Nelson. Nelson drops it, looking shot on. And Roberts makes the glove save to cover up.
Nice shot there. And we see this line out here again. Nelson with Piercy and Luchenko. As I said, if the return of Piercy can...
Holding on to it here, Ty Johnson goes back behind the Strathroy net. Pass comes over. Piercy knocks it forward, trying to hold on to it here inside the zone, but it'll be cleared. Luchenko, he touches up there, didn't know the puck left, and it'll be an offside charge against Strathroy.
Noah Nelson missed 4 games.
Straight up forward, and as soon as they get across the line, they'll dump it in on Chaz Nixon, who will cover up. So the face-off will be inside the Strathroy zone here. 9:01 left on the clock in period number 1, and it's Carson Perry to take the draw here against Tanner Dietz. One back by Dietz. Now McRobbie looking for a shot. Had that one knocked off his stick. Dietz back down low. Kindry trying to knock that puck away. Gets out in the slot, and Dietz had it on his backhand. Couldn't get a shot off. Now the Rockets will pick it up. It's Perry running into his own man there as he tried to bring it forward. And now Wood couldn't get that one. Dumped into the offensive zone. Alexander will dump it in on the backhand, and the Stars will chase inside of the Strathroy zone. It's Dietz looking out into the slot there. No one to pick it up for St. Thomas, and it's onto the stick of Riley Wood, who carries it forward. Wood into the corner. Now battling back behind the net here. Looking to the other side, Alexander. Plays that one up to the half wall. Now a long pass stopped by Kindry. He goes back to his D partner in Smith. To Perry. Now carrying it forward, Kindry. Kindry looking for a shot. That one's off a stick and wide. Now back behind the net. Into the corner, looking for options. It'll be Kindry holding on to it. Kindry looking out front, couldn't find Perry. Now a shot thrown on, and that one stopped by Roberts.
Ballas sneaking in to pick up the loose change. Got a shot right on. 7:58 to go in the first period. Wholesale changes here as Spezial, Hogarth, and Johnson come over the boards for the Rockets.
Face off to the right of Roberts here, and who will cover up for Strathroy. Stick. Pimentel will pick it up now. Hands it back to his defenseman. And now he'll get it back in the corner. 6:35 to go here in the first. Ty Johnson, pass off the wall. That one missing its intended recipient, and the Stars will take control of the puck. Now knocking that one away. Pass, trying to chase it down Hewitt. Hewitt had it just out of his reach. Shot thrown on. That one well wide of the goal. Comes all the way back up to the blue line where it's kept in by Johnson. Now Pimentel. Bonk will pick it up, and now he comes forward here for St. Thomas. Bonk in across the line. Drops it. Looking for a shot to the net. Couldn't get it. Now this one through. Battling in the slot, but the Rockets will clear back out to center. To go, and a shot off the draw by McRobbie is wide. Now back down low. Dietz looking out front. Good chance there as it was knocked off the stick of McRobbie out front. Rockets just looking to try and clear here. Poking it forward is Perry. Perry will come forward. He's got Ballas streaking up with him. Pass over to Ballas, and he scores! Brendan Ballas on the pass, and the Rockets strike first. It's 1-0.
What a finish. A nice play by Perry to tuck the puck through either between the leg and the stick of a defender at his own defensive blue line as he came out of the zone. Carried the puck in, turned into a 2-on-1, and Ballas took the pass and went upstairs with it. He's got good hands when he uses them, and it's 1-0 for the Rockets. The local horn guy got a little excited there too when Strathroy scored.
Went off.
Don't usually do that for the road team.
Back down low, and now the Rockets will clear as it's Nelson coming up through center. Looking for a pass over to Piercy. Now Luchenko almost intercepted that one as the Stars will get it back out to center, but Johnson gets it back here for Strathroy.
Yeah.
And now a collision as Laszlo running into Rick Wood, and an interference call on the way.
Yeah, you can see that coming. I think he could have done that a lot more subtly than he did. But with 4:36 to go here in the first period, Strathroy will be shorthanded for the first time. Perry and Spezial will be the forwards. Habib and Hull on defense to start this penalty kill. Face-off will be to the right of Chaz Nixon.
So a 2-minute looking point shot. That one stopped. Rebound came off to the side. Now a pass out front. Couldn't get the shot off there. Habib just looking to try and clear here for Strathroy. Was unable to. Back down low with it. Holding on to it here, Hubin, and now it'll come up to the point. Looking for a shot. That one stopped. Nixon makes the save. Rebound off to the side. Still holding on to it. Hull to try and knock away this one, and he'll send it back down into the St. Thomas zone.
Wow. Spent a minute 40 on the ice. That foursome finally gets a change.
A long pass up and The Stars just inside the blue line. It's taken away by Piercy, and he clears it down the ice. 5 seconds to go here on the man advantage. Stars in the neutral zone here, lost it, and that'll do it for the power play. Now they carry it up to the blue line. Back with it, Alexander. Pass over to Dietz. Dietz in across the line. Dietz inside the zone. Knocked off his stick by Smith. Back behind the net here. Trying to pick it up was Kindry, and now the pass will come forward onto the stick of Pimentel. He'll carry it up ice. He's got Hewitt with him as well. Just dumps it into the corner and chases back behind the net. Hewitt looking for a pass up to Piercy. To the point for Laszlo. Throws it to the net. That one redirected but wide into the corner. 2 minutes to go here in the period. Back down low as they try to work around the outside. Up to the point for Pimentel. Pimentel looking for a shot, and that one goes off the bar and out of play.
Matthew Pimentel, 1 goal in 17 games, almost had number 2 there. Somehow that shot made its way through and hit the crossbar and up and out.
Beat everyone clean, including Tyler Roberts. He just hit the bar. And the score stays at 1-0 for Strathroy. Chase it down, but Perry and Ballas now sending that one down the ice. And it will go for icing against Strathroy. And now the linesmen come in here to try and get the proper guys back out onto the ice.
Hull and Habib tried to sneak their way onto the ice there. They'll be sent back.
1:06 to go here in the first, and the faceoff will be off to the right side of Chaz Nixon. It'll be Perry to take the draw here, this tired Rockets unit. Just looking for a change. Faceoff one, and the Stars take possession. Off to the side, gets it back, shot. That one goes off a stick. Over top of Nixon. Now Ballas up to the blue line. Ballas pass over to Perry. And now Ballas takes it forward here into center as he takes a big hit coming across the blue line. Stars inside their own zone now. Circling back here. Holding on to it here. A big hit out front of the St. Thomas bench. Puck squirts out where it's picked up by Hull. Trying to knock that one forward is Rickwood. Back for Habib. Spezial tried to push it up to Hogarth. It'll just be dumped in here, and the Stars will finish a line change. Opposite side here for Blake Hall. Tries to get it up to Kane Johnson. Amaral almost took that one away. 10 seconds to go here in the period. It's knocked back into the St. Thomas zone. Picking this one up, working around here. And the Stars will just hold on to it here as the horn goes, and period number 1 comes to an end with the Rockets leading 1-0 on the goal by Brendan Ballas.
Good period for the Rockets. That goal by Ballas, his 8th of the season in his 16th game. Talk about him often and the hand skills that he does have. He just sometimes leaves you just wanting more. But he showed it to us there, took that pass from Perry and went upstairs with it.
The Rockets got the early lead and the 1-0 lead on the goal by Brandon Ballas, assisted by Carson Perry on the nice pass across. And that is the lead after 20 minutes of play. The shots on goal, 13-9 in favor of Strathroy, although as I was checking up the shot clock in the period, up until that penalty by Laszlo, they were out shooting the Stars 10-3. So a penalty lets the Stars get back into
score. But a lot of puck movement, some shots toward the net. If they can play like that on the power play, and I've mentioned his name a couple of times, but Nigel Piercy.
A welcome addition.
A very welcome addition back to the club.
So the Rockets, a 1-0 lead over the Stars at the first intermission. One other game going on in the Western Conference tonight. The Chatham Maroons are in St. Mary's to take on the Lincolns, and they have a 1-0 lead on a goal by Dylan Glinsky after 20 minutes of play. Here in St. Thomas, it's a 1-0 score in favor of the visiting Strathroy Rockets. We'll go ahead and we will take the break. Rockets leading 1-0. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors.
Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy, and online at Commandant Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting, and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Back to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Back to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
We welcome you back inside the Joe Thornton Community Center here in St. Thomas as we get set for period number 2 between the Strathroy Rockets and the St. Thomas Stars. The score 1-0 in favor of Strathroy after 20 minutes of play. The goal coming from Brandon Ballas, that off the stick of Carson Perry with a beautiful pass coming across the middle for Brandon Ballas, his 8th goal of the season, and Carson Perry picking up point number 23 on the year. That's where we sit after 20 minutes of play as both teams get set as the Zamboni comes off the ice here. Get back out to the ice here for a big second period. Shots on goal 13-9 in favor of the Rockets after 20 minutes of play.
Well, we've talked about this probably more off air than on throughout the last few weeks about how the 7th and 8th spots, in a 9-team Western Conference, only 8 teams can make the playoffs. And St. Thomas, Sarnia, and Strathroy appear to be those 3 teams that are going to fight it out for the whole season for the 7th and 8th spots. So tonight's game against the Stars is big, already being 1-0 this season against the Stars. It's a big 2 points here tonight, and then another big 2 points tomorrow night against Sarnia. So all these points against the teams that you're going to be battling it out with are huge.
And the Rockets would sure love to climb up A into a playoff positioning and B up into possibly a higher playoff spot. The Camoka Kings have been hot of late, and they have moved up into 2nd place in the Western Conference as the standings sit right now. But the Rockets have taken them to shootout twice and then lost by a goal twice. So it just goes to show you that the Western Conference this year, I think, Eldon, is a lot closer altogether than it has been in years past.
Well, when you see
there's certainly teams at the top, but
see different teams beating teams that you wouldn't expect them to beat, your Leamingtons and Londons, losing games that you wouldn't think they'd lose. Unfortunately, those wins aren't coming for the Rockets.
So the Rockets and Stars back out to the ice here in St. Thomas as both teams out of the tunnels and to their benches and ready to go. Roberts into the net on the left and Chaz Nixon into the net on our right side. Nixon faced 9 shots in the first. He stopped them all. And the Stars, although coming late in the first period, got some pressure. They spent a majority of that first period either in the neutral zone or in their own end.
Well, the big line's going to start us off here for the Rockets.
Puck is down and we are underway here as the Rockets win the face-off to start the second period. Back inside their own zone now. Smith. Pass up off the stick of Ballas, and the Stars will take control back inside their own zone. Now a pass up from Bonk, and that one will be carried forward and across the line down into the corner. Inside the Strathroy zone. Now out to the other side. Trying to knock that one away. Jumping forward is Perry. Perry will carry onto it now, and he had that one just out of his reach, and Bonk will pick it up here for the Stars. Now Bonk in on the right side. He'll go through, trying to throw one out into the slot. It's going to be knocked forward. Wood tried to poke that one. He might have had Ballas and Perry away if he could have got the pass through, but it was knocked off his stick. Over to the other side now for Cole Smith. Pass up and off the stick of Perry down the ice, where it will, not go for icing. Roberts came out of his net, and that negated the icing call. Kendry now trying to knock one away. Bonk will pick it up, and Bonk will carry it forward here for the Stars. Looking for a pass over. Pierce shot on, and Nixon makes the save. His first test here in the second period.
Roberts didn't really come out to play it, but he wasn't really sure. He kind of half, do I want to, do I not? And once he left the blue paint, the icing got waved off.
As soon as he made an attempt, the linesman was right there. And it negates the icing, and a shot right off the faceoff there is stopped by Nixon.
It's one thing I've liked so far just in the 4 periods and a minute 7 here. He's not afraid to catch those pucks that aren't really on net. They're going wide, but you know what? I'm just going to stop this here and before anything bad happens.
Better to stop the play and control what you can control. Kane Johnson up to center for Spezial. That one bounces over top of his stick and back into the St. Thomas zone where Alexander goes behind his own net. Now Alexander, he's blazing up through the ice as he dumps it into the corner, chases it down. He's the first one to get it behind the Strathroy net. Now to the opposite corner, got Dietz waiting just outside the scrum. Battling there as the Rockets trying to get this one loose. 18:22 to go, just starting this second period of play. Up to the point now, Alexander. Back down low into the corner, picking it up behind the net here. Habib throwing a hit. Rockets trying to jar the puck loose. Now over to the other side, off the back of the net. Trying to get that one back, Dietz. Just out of the reach of Dietz. Up to the point, carried out by the Rockets as Spezial knocked that one away. Dietz will pick it up, coming across the Stars logo and handing that one off for Alexander. Looking for a shot. That one's going to go off the bar and out of play.
Good battle off to the side of the net by Habib and Amaral, exchanging cross checks, 3 or 4 apiece. It ended Habib, the much bigger of the two players, but Amaral ended up going to the St. Thomas bench, wincing after the final cross check in that exchange.
Draw comes outside after the shot off the post, and the Rockets will win it back to Laszlo. Handing that one off, Ty Johnson. Now tries to hand it off to Piercy. Piercy had it knocked off his stick. Nelson, a nice move at center, and then he'll dump it in with Piercy going to chase. Takes a hop off the board. Now sitting behind the St. Thomas net over to the other side. Rickwood gets it up to the line. Luchenko keeps it in. Luchenko's shot to the net. Piercy will pick it up. Piercy, shot on. That one stopped wide. Now Luchenko banks it off the back of the net. Pinching in, here's Johnson to Piercy. Piercy out front, couldn't get the shot off, and the Stars will carry it out from their own zone. Coming up ice here on the left side. A long shot was blocked, didn't make it there. And now up to center, it'll be Piercy. Piercy on the right side. He's got Ballantyne taking him into the wall, and Ballantyne will take him into the wall and take the puck away. Opposite side here. Bounce pass off the wall. Stars will clear it out. Rickwood, long one sent down the ice. It goes into the corner where Smith will pick it up. Smith here for the Rockets, working up ice. That pass intercepted. Missed its intended recipient. Now chance the other way for the Stars. The pass out of the reach there. Got a little bit too quick on it. And now Hewitt will take one the other way for Strathroy. Got Faulkner with him. This one's going to be miscommunicated, and McNair the other way for the Stars. Hands it off. Long shot, blocked away by Nixon. Now back behind the net. Trying to carry this one out and comes out front. But Nixon will cover up there and will get a whistle. Face-off coming off to his right. 3 minutes and 43 seconds into the second period of play.
Nelson with a shot, unintentional shot block on that last shift. Oh, late change here for the Rockets.
Face-off one back by the Stars. Up to the point. Bonk will walk, and now he'll hand it off. Looking for a shot. This one, block it away. Holding on to it here. Now up to Bonk at the point. Another shot. Redirected. Nixon between his legs, and he's got it. A couple of pokes there to try and jar it loose, but Nixon holds on.
He wasn't really sure, but it was under him, and as he spun to look, you just kind of hope that it didn't pop loose.
And now the Rockets will bring out their top line to take the defensive zone face-off, and the Stars will counter, bring out Dietz, McRobbie, and Amaral. Face-off, one back by Strathroy. Over to Wood. Tries to throw a long one up to Ballas, but the pass was off a stick of a defender. Over to Wood. Wood out front of the St. Thomas bench here. Trying to dodge a hit from Dietz. Stars will work it forward. They have it inside the Strathroy zone before it's taken away. Now Perry trying to work that one through. Wood with Dietz all over him here, and now Dietz will hand it off to Bonk, who works it into the offensive zone. Bonk on the right side, taken away by Smith. Back behind the Strathroy net. Rockets just trying to clear. Over to Wood. Wood on the half wall. Carries it over the blue line and then dumps it forward here. Big hit by Ballas out front of the net. Looking for a shot. Perry, that one hits off a skate. Perry to Wood. Wood, toe drag move into the corner. Still holds on to it here. Over to Perry. Perry back down low behind the net. Centering pass. That shot went wide. Perry holds on to it. Pass intercepted trying to find Smith. And Smith able to get it back from Emerald and dump it back into the Stars zone as they look to clear once again. Dumped in a long one. This one's going to bounce on goal for Roberts, who will play it. Chipped in at the line and into the Strathroy zone. Habib to the opposite side here. 5 minutes gone, starting this second period. A 1-0 score for Strathroy. It's Kane Johnson coming across center. Johnson at the line, drops it for Habib. Habib a shot on, that one stopped. Roberts right there to make the pad save. Cleared off the glass and out. This one down the ice, and this one chipped away by Nixon, who came out of his net to play it. And now the Rockets trying to work quickly here. Nice move by Hogarth. He's got Spezial with him. Over to Spezial, looking for the backhand. Couldn't get the shot off there. That pass was in the air. Comes up to the point for Habib. Habib looking to the net. That one stopped by Roberts. Cuban ready to throw the hit as Kane Johnson came into the corner. Puck comes up. Habib shot on. That one well wide. Now Spezial off onto the right side. Spins, gains some space, and hands it off to Kane Johnson. Now to Hall. Hall was pinching in from the blue line here. Johnson down low for Spezial. Looking for a pass to the slot. Couldn't get it through. Hogarth tries to bank one in off the back of Roberts, and he just closes the legs and makes the save.
There's no more, I say this every time, but there's no more hopeless feeling than when you step on the puck. And Nick Cuban, as the puck was coming out, stepped on it, fell down, and it led to that chance. And the Rockets didn't quite get the bounce they were hoping for, but they do get a face-off deep in the Stars zone.
Back behind the Stars net here is the Rockets trying to get something going. It's Luchenko, knocked off his stick. Stars looking to try and clear, and now they will. Pass into the offensive zone. On the right side, works it into the corner. Trying to battle to get this one away. Sliding into the wall goes Johnson. Up to the point. Back down low. Off the stick of Piercy. Picking it up now, working it on his forehand up to the point. Looking for a one-time chance, and that one picked up no more than an inch off the ice by Nixon with the glove.
Ty Johnson keeping Liam Kidder away from the front of the net, and Chaz Nixon picking cherries back there. Easy save for him. Face off to his right now.
Piercy will take it for Strathroy. One back, looking for a shot. That one hits off the side of the net. Now to pick it up, back down low. Looking for a pass out front, nobody there. Nelson will just flip it up into the neutral zone, and the Rockets will chase. Now it's picked up by Ballantyne. Into the Strathroy zone here. Ballantyne almost got the return pass, and the Rockets look to try and pick it up here as Nelson chases it down. It's a foot race for it. Nelson's going to win it as he was almost away at the races there, but he had it taken down on his way through the zone. Now up through the middle. Trying to get this one back here is Dobbin. Dobbin had it knocked away from him. Stars look to try and carry it in, and now they will. On the right side into the corner. It's Ty Johnson picking it up for Strathroy. He holds on to it, gets it up to Pimentel. Pimentel to center and dumps it in. Back behind the Stars net. They'll play it. Rims it around the boards. Quick pass up. Dobbin tried to find his man Amaral, and the pass was in his skates.
He ended up putting himself offside anyway, so it's a good thing he didn't end up with it.
Smith looking for a return pass. That one almost over to Faulkner. Faulkner steps in across the line and dumps it down low. Pimentel chasing here for Strathroy. Just out of the reach of Faulkner. McRobbie trying to clear. He does. Gets it back out to center, and the Rockets take control inside their own zone. Pass up to Hewitt now. Hewitt trying to find Pimentel, who is coming through the middle. Dangerous territory there. Bonk back down low for McRobbie. McRobbie trying to pick it up here. Got Smith all over him. Pimentel, he gets it down low. Holding on to it here. Taking it into the wall. Walking out, back down low, back behind the net of Nixon. Looking for a pass out front, hands it off to the left side. Now up to the point. Walking with it here. Looking for a shot on, and Nixon makes the save. And we'll get a whistle here with 11:03 to go in the second period.
And Pimentel with the hit on the much larger Tristan Girth at the blue line. Sent him to the bench.
Face off, one back, but it's cleanly into the neutral zone here for the Stars. Weber looking for that one. It was bounced off his stick. Now back down low. Perry trying to knock that one away. Wood in there to help him out. And Ballas in the corner as well. Ballas trying to dodge the hit. Perry comes in to assist. Habib from the point pinching. And the Rockets keep it alive, in control of the puck. Perry back behind the net up to the point for Hall. Hall opposite side. Habib shot on. That one blocked. Didn't make it there. Ballas down low battling. Wood in there to help him out as well. Ballas with it. Ballas taken into the wall, and now losing an edge there is Wood as he came through the crease, and the Stars will just flip it up and into the rafters here out of play, so that'll keep the face-off inside.
Yeah, Wood blew a wheel there heading toward the corner of the net. Lost the puck, but the Stars, before they get it out of the zone, end up putting it out of play, so there'll be a face-off deep in their end to the right of Tyler Roberts. The recently turned 20-year-old,
Looking for it off the draw was Spezialy, who's knocked away from him, and now the Stars work it forward into the offensive zone. Kidder looked out front, nobody there. Now flipping it into the St. Thomas zone. Kane Johnson to chase down his man. Back behind the net here. Stars looking to clear. Paris just out of his reach here as he works it up ice. Paris leaves it. Looking for a shot on, and that one easily stopped by Nixon.
Yeah, Dylan Watson just kind of threw that toward the net, and Nixon, easy save. Just past the midway mark of this game.
And the defensive zone face-off won by the Rockets back inside their own zone. Trying to clear up to the line, not out. In the corner off to the right, a shot thrown on. And it's stopped by Nixon again as he makes the glove save.
Is it sad that 4.5 periods into his Rockets career, I always just now expect him to make that save?
He seems comfortable with the glove, that's for sure.
Very much so.
You've touched on a few times how he likes to get the ones that are maybe just going to miss by a bit to control the play, but you'll even see the ones that are barely off the ice. He'll try to scoop up with the glove and just control the play his way.
Yep.
Nelson chips it in at center. He'll go chase inside the Stars zone. In to help him out, Luchenko. Now down low. Gets over top of the stick, Luchenko. Up to the point for Kindry. Kindry met by Dobbin, and the Stars will clear back out to center. Smith over to Kindry as they go D to D. Up to center. Nelson tried to chip that one forward. It was knocked off his stick, and now the pass comes up to Piercy, who carries it forward. Piercy in on the right side. Nice move to work it down low. He has it back behind the net. Piercy holds onto it. Up to the point for Kindry. Kindry shot intentionally wide. Tried to get the bounce. He does, but it comes back the other way. Here's now Dobbin works it through center. Knocked off his stick, and the Rockets will chase. Luchenko down low. Luchenko up to Piercy. Now Piercy in the corner. He was tied up against the wall, and Luchenko in there to help him out. Stars will get it up to the hash marks there, and they'll clear out to center, but it's up to Owen Kindry will pick it up. Piercy, Kindry inside the zone, but Bonk will try to clear. He hits the linesman, and now will be picked up by Nelson. Nelson works in, looking for a shot. Can't find it, holds onto it, goes up to the point. Piercy down low for Pimentel. Back behind the net. Holding onto it here, hands it off for Nelson. Nelson walking on it, looking for a pass, and that one knocked out of the air by Dobbin. And the Rockets will have to take it back into their own zone. Not for long. As a long pass up to Faulkner, and now the Rockets will enter the zone trying to find Pimento. Pass too hard for his stick. The Stars will clear back out to center. McRobbie with it now. McRobbie met by the defender here. Still holds on to the puck. That one poked away, and Catrice will have to take it back out to center. Pass back to Catrice. Bounces over his stick, and Hewitt in the corner to get it for Strathroy. Rockets trying to set up inside of the St. Thomas zone here. 7:30 to go in the second period. Still a 1-0 score as the puck bounces to center. Knocked away by Hall. Jumped back in by Hewitt. And now Faulkner with it. Faulkner holding on to it up to the point. Back down low. Bouncing puck. And now a breakaway pass for Amaral. Goes off his stick. And it's going to be played by Nixon. Amaral was away at the races if he could receive that pass. But it bounced off his stick. And now the Stars will have it back out to center. Dietz with it. He'll dump it in. Looking for a chance out front. That one stopped by Nixon. Back behind the net. Faulkner battling here, and it's going to be picked up by the Stars up to the point. Holding on to it here. Point shot. That one redirected. Blockered away by Chaz here. It's Hall with Hewitt. Hewitt looking. Comes through. Finds Hall. Hall holds on to it. Looking for a pass through. Laszlo, and that one will go off a skate. And it'll be just covered up by
That's a
the
case
goaltender Roberts.
Hewitt waited too long with that. Yeah, and actually, you know what? Because he was a left-hand shot, he's on the wrong wing there. And if he's a right-hand shot, he probably just goes ahead and shoots the puck anyway. But by the time he got the puck across, the chance was long lost.
Thought too much about it. And by the time he made his way in, the Seas actually opened up for him, and he had a clear lane to the net, but elected for the pass off to Hall, the defenseman, who's the only man up in the rush. Off the draw, Stars will clear up to center. It'll come through, and right out front of the Rockets bench, it'll be picked up. Wood with it. Over to Perry. Dallas up there as well. Laszlo trying to knock it away. Gets past him. Up to center. McNair couldn't get it. Now Perry. He's got Ballas with him. Looking for a pass. Into the skates there. Laszlo. It's Perry. Handing it off down low for Wood. Wood to Perry. He's in the corner. Looking out front. Pass off a stick. Knocked away, and the Stars come back up ice. McNair. A quick pass up. Now into the corner. Knocked off his stick. Trying to pick that one up. Weber up to the point now. Walking across. Alexander, a shot. That one wide. Weber with it again. Once again. Hands it up to the blue line. Shot on. Redirected wide. Into the right corner now. Off to the left side of Nixon, who's directing traffic out front. Pass cleared up to the point for Alexander, and now this one knocked away by the Rockets. Watson picks it up at center. Now Johnson with it. Johnson to Wood. Wood will hold on to it. Pass to Perry. Perry looking, toe drag shot. That one goes off a body and wide. In comes Bonk to scoop it up for the Stars and work his way forward. Under 5 to go here in the second period. Bonk dry, nicks it again. Perry will just hold on to it. Tries to clear, unable to. Pass over to Bonk. This one picked up by Wood. He'll clear it out to center where it's going to be picked up by Johnson, who works his way in. Johnson, nice move to try and cut to the net here. Has it back behind the St. Thomas net, and now Bonk in there to pick it up. Stars ready to work up ice here. Taken away at center. Trying to work his way through everyone was Watson, and had it knocked off his stick. Back to get it is Girth inside of the St. Thomas zone. Bonk with a rocket right on him, able to get the puck away. Coming up through the middle here, Smith. D-to-D pass over to Kendry. His pass over to Johnson. Rockets stay on side. Pass to Hogarth. Hogarth a backhand shot. Spezial looking to try and bring it back out front, but he couldn't tuck it in. Now Kendry at the point. Thrown towards the net. Redirected. Couldn't make it there. Too much traffic out in front. Stars looking to try and clear. Can't as Kendry holds on to it. Spezial down low. Johnson. Return pass. That one stopped out front. Once again, it's Johnson with it. Kane Johnson looking for an option. Just tries to fire it on goal there. Blocked by the defender. Holding on, Spezial. Back down low. Johnson looking. Spezial knocked off his stick. Poked forward, but Kendry stops it before it was picked up there. And now the Rockets still in possession here. They'll work their way into the offensive zone. Spezial looking for a shot. That one stopped. Blockered away there Up to the blue line, kept in by Kindry down low. Luchenko back behind the net. Luchenko with it on his backhand. Now forehand, pass to Habib. Habib shot on. That one whistled wide on the blocker side. Luchenko.
Sorry to cut you off there. Bonk and Girth have been out there a really long time for St. Thomas. They haven't been able to change in a couple of minutes.
2:50 to go here in the second. Looking for a pass out in front to Piercy. Couldn't get it. Stars will clear, and now it's going to be a foot race for it, but it'll be picked up and now carried into the offensive zone. Coming in with it. Looking for a shot. That one goes wide. Gorgeous chance out front there for McNair. Now point shot redirected, sits out in traffic, cleared up to the line, and it gets out to Ballantyne. Back and forth action here in the final minutes of this second period. McNair with it on the right side, works into the offensive zone. Trying to pick it up. Right in the blue paint, Rockets look to clear, and now they will get it up to the line, but not out. Opposite side, Ballantyne back down low, into the corner. Nelson looking at trying to pick it up here for the Rockets. In the corner, Habib now looking for a pass out front. That one's going to be knocked away by Domino. Will be picked up by Nelson, and now Nelson will work forward. Nelson on Amaral, but he's going to run out of real estate there as Ballantyne will pick it up back behind the St. Thomas net. Tried to knock it to himself, but that one's going to be knocked away by Habib. Back into the Strathroy zone we go now. Now a good chance. That one stopped by Nixon. Getting in close there was Amaral, and he fired one up top on the blocker side. It was stopped by Chaz Nixon. Now poking it up to the blue line. Rockets trying to clear here, and they will. It's poked forward. Carrying it across the line. Opposite side, Alexander back behind his own net. Alexander plays it up to the line, not out. McRobbie now. This one picked off by Faulkner. Long shot thrown on, blockered away. Nelson up to the point, but nobody there to pick it up. 1:06 to go in this second period. Final minute as the Rockets try to bring it in. Good defensive play to stop him there, but the pass picked off by Hewitt. Hewitt will send it back. Catrice to Alexander. Alexander a long dump in. Will chase inside the Strathroy zone. Back out to center, Faulkner with it. Faulkner trying to do nothing. Strathroy lead on the goal by Brendan Ballas. Shots in that period tallied up as 12-5 in favor of the Stars, outshooting the Rockets, getting their chances, but Chaz Nixon stands tall. Two-period total of 21-18 in favor of St. Thomas, as we will get set for a big third period here, a period in which the Rockets have struggled so far this season, and we'll see if they can hold on to this 1-0 lead, perhaps even add on to it when we come back. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page.
The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! That's to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, we welcome you back inside the Joe Thornton Community Center here in St. Thomas as 40 minutes come and gone, and the Rockets holding on to a 1-0 lead. That goal scored by Brandon Ballas back in the first period of play, assisted by Carson Perry, and since then the story has been back and forth play. Good play by the goaltenders, and a 1-0 lead for Strathroy as we head into this final and very important third period of play.
One power play for each team, both in the first period. Referee has not really had much to do. I can't even say it's because he's, quote unquote, letting them play. There hasn't been that much to call. So clean game, lots of back and forth, and with a 1-0 lead, as you said, the Rockets have a big third period here, which is something that they
3, 2, 1, and 1. Not terrible. They just haven't got to the point where they've been leading after 2 periods of play very much this season. Whereas St. Thomas on the other side of things, when they are trailing after 2 periods of play, 3-8-0-1. So an uphill battle here for the Stars, and we'll see if they can solve Chaz Nixon in net here as he leaves the Rockets out onto the ice for period number 3. Heading over to the left on the net side, on the left side, pardon me. And the Stars will take to the ice as well and get set here for a big third period.
Yeah, the Rockets will be moving from our left to right in this period. The Stars from right to our left. And one thing I noticed late in that second period, I think the Stars are going with 3 lines predominantly. There was 2 or 3 forwards that I didn't see hit the ice very much near the end. So the Rockets have been running 4 lines. Good to see the return of a couple of guys who haven't played in a little while, and Mark Hewitt and Nigel Piercy, both who have given a lot here tonight. And once again, as is usually the case, the big 3 will start the third period with Kindry and Smith on defense.
Weber, Cuban, and McNair up front to start things for the Stars here in this third against Perry, Ballas, and Wood. We're underway as the face-off down, and the Rockets take control early inside their zone. Smith with it now as he takes it past his own blue line up to center, and he runs into a bit of a wall, but he's able to get it inside the St. Thomas zone. Bonk on the right side. Plays it up to the line, but not out. Now he battles to try and get control of the puck. Gets it over to Cuban. Cuban up to center and dumped in. This one hits off a skate. Girth tried to pick it up there, but it's picked up, and a pass from Perry finds Ballas. Ballas over to Kindry, and Kindry into the offensive zone. He'll stop up, try to fire one on goal. Just kicked aside, knocked into the corner. Looking to hold on to it here. Bonk, quick pass up to center. This one knocked away by Kindry. Now picked off as Cuban will carry it in. Cuban looking for a slap shot. That one goes off the stick of Smith, and it'll be picked up by Perry coming the other way. Tried to find a quick pass up to Wood, and Wood had it knocked off his stick. Alexander with it now here for the Stars. Pass to center. Now they'll carry it in. Coming forward with it on his stick, Paris. Paris pass over. That one stopped on a pad, saved by Chaz Nixon. Now another one fired on goal. This one's going to come all the way around up to the point where Alexander keeps it in. Now battling with the bouncing puck, is holding on to it here is Kindry, looking for a quick pass over to Spezial. He'll pick it up in the corner. To the opposite side, trying to battle and get this one back in the corner. Off the left side of Roberts. It comes behind the net now. St. Thomas in possession. Pass, long one, up onto the stick of Kidder. Kidder, quick pass over to the right side, and they'll dump it in. He'll be back to get it here. Over to Spezial. His pass way in the air as he tried to find it over to Hogarth. Up to the line, kept in. Spezial knocked off his stick. Johnson and Hall shovels it off into the right side corner. Back in there to get it, Kane Johnson. He's trying to chase down his man. Stars looking to work up ice here. They'll get it up to center, but that's as far as it'll get. As Spezial will hold on to it here. Goes back to his D-man in Hull, and Hull's pass up to Hogarth. Over to Habib. Off the boards, off the stick of Johnson, and into the St. Thomas zone. 2:20 played here to start this third period of play. A 1-0 Strathroy lead. It's Dietz carrying it into the slot, looking for a shot. That one knocked away. Habib around the boards. It's up to the point, kept in. Now a chance on goal. That one just looking for the redirection out front was Emerald, couldn't find it. Now the bounces, and Nelson will carry it up with Piercy. They got a 2-on-1 here. Over to Piercy. Piercy back to Luchenko. Couldn't get the shot off as Roberts came sliding across. In the corner. Now out front. Looking. Johnson's shot. That one blocked. And the Stars will clear it back out to center as it's knocked down by Luchenko. Rockets will get it back here. Laszlo up to Piercy. Piercy trying to find Luchenko, who is streaking into the slot. Rockets still holding on to it here. Now finally the Stars will get it out to their own blue line, up to center, and they dump it in. Now on the left side, trying to cut through, spinning and going to the net there. It was almost a good chance, and now the pass from Piercy out of the reach and down into the St. Thomas zone.
Laszlo sliding into Nixon there, so good thing for the Rockets that the chance had already been lost.
Long pass up ice, dumped in off the stick of Dobbin. Back behind the Strathroy net. Now point shot by Girth. That one wide. Holding on to it here, down onto the side. Back behind the net here. Nixon going from post to post, looking for the puck. Carrying it up to the point. Girth back down low. His pass intercepted here. Rockets will work it forward. It's Faulkner with it. Faulkner wide on the right side. He's met by a body check into the boards there. Trying to get one back here as the puck in play continues inside the St. Thomas zone. And now it's flipped back out into the Strathroy zone, down the ice, and icing is called there by the far official.
Thought I heard a no, but for all I know that came from the
Stars bench.
The Stars bench.
I heard the same, and I was wondering if it was the linesman on the St. Thomas side of the ice that called it off, but he wouldn't have made a vocal call on that.
No.
Face off, one up to the point for Kindred. Over to Smith. Smith just looking to try and fire one to the net here. Rockets still in control down low. Holding on to it, coming out. Hewitt, shot from an odd angle. That one misses. Now another one just thrown towards the net there. Didn't make it to the St. Thomas goal. And the Stars will clear as they get it out to center. Kindred first one to pick up the puck. Shovels it back to the Stars defenseman. And now Bonk has it. Bonk coming in across the blue line here. Steps inside the zone and will dump it and go to the bench for a change. Over to Smith and now up to Pimentel. He'll carry it up and now just flipping that one as soon as he gets to center. And the Rockets now inside the St. Thomas zone as the Stars have possession back behind their no net. Alexander, long pass up to center. This one to the opposite side, knocked away. Quickly up ice, trying to find Carson Perry, but Perry had that one bounce off the toe of his stick. Cuban chasing down the D-man here. It's Perry with it. Perry in across the line on the left side. Perry looking for a shot. That one well wide of the goal. All the way up to the point for Hall. Hall couldn't hold it. Now chasing it down into the corner. And it will go for icing there. Is right on the puck, but it crossed the line before they could get there. And an icing against the Stars with 14:32 to go here in the third.
Rockets caught a break there on that icing as Owen Kindry and Dylan Watson were both racing back for the puck. And at the last minute, Kindry just did his best to make sure Watson didn't get to the puck before it crossed the red line as opposed to chasing it down himself.
Right off the draw. Wood with it behind the net. Wood looking out front. This one knocked away in a backhand shot by Ballas over top of the net.
If you can take a slap shot with a backhand, I think that's what he just did.
Wood holds on to it here. Now Wood poked off his stick at the line. What a play by Habib to keep it in. But no, they're going to say that is a hand pass to keep it alive.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen a bigger windup on a backhand than Ballas just did. And I'm not entirely surprised that it cleared the net.
Looked at it in the slot, and he was on his backhand and figured that was the only good chance he had at getting one to the net. Right off the draw, Hogarth wins it forward, and it's into the St. Thomas zone. Stars back to play it into the corner. Looking up ice, Catrice. Hands it off to the right side. Now back over at center. It's going to be picked up by Spezial, and it'll go back inside the Strathroy zone. Habib with it. Spezial. And now they'll carry it forward. Trying to cut to the middle here. Johnson couldn't get it over to Hogarth, who had it knocked away from him. And the Stars looking to work quickly up ice. Kidder gets the drop pass. Taken into the wall. It comes up to the point. Walking across the line. Bonk. Bonk takes a pass. Shot to the net there. This one stopped by Nixon. And he reaches back to get the rebound to keep this a 1-0 score.
Wow, Matthew Perry, or Paris, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, with a little curl and drag move after Chaz Nixon had gone to the ice, but he dropped the stick to block the shot, trying to tuck it in on the goalpost. And now he's getting himself together here. Oh, and we have a linesman who's watching tonight.
Too many times in the last few weeks we've seen linesman almost, or one time actually dropped the puck when the goaltender was turned around. So now welcome Seiss as the face-off off to the right of Nixon. One back by the Stars. It's Bonk with it. Long shot. Easy pad save for Nixon. Rebound comes out to the side. Trying to shovel one in out front, and that one, a good chance for Emerald out front, but he couldn't get enough on the shot. Back down low. Into the corner off to the right side of Nixon. It'll be picked up by Perry. Perry trying to chip that one past Dietz, and Dietz taking a big hit from Ballas coming across the red line. Gets an applause from his Rockets teammates on the bench as now the battle ensues right in front of Strathroy's bench.
Bonk's on top of oh, there he is.
It's Bonk back at his own line now. Trying to pass this one up. Laszlo has it knocked off his stick. Dietz tried to work it to the net there. Couldn't get a shot. Rebound chance comes out front. And now just trying to get it out of there. It's Perry carrying it up here for Strathroy. Perry on the left side. Stops. Looks for a pass over to Ballas. That pass off his stick and into the corner. Still holding on to it here. Laszlo comes to the bench for a change. Inside the St. Thomas zone. And this one will go out of play. 12:20 to go here in the third period of play.
Yes, changing up the D there, and the Rockets catch a bit of a break with the puck being played out into the Stars bench by the Stars. So the face-off will be to the left of Tyler Roberts down in the Stars zone. 12:20 to go.
Face-off one back by St. Thomas. They'll room it around the boards, and now Dobbin against the wall, trying to clear. Comes up, looking for a shot. That one off the glove of Roberts and into the corner. Now back down low. Piercy with it behind the net. Piercy, nice spin move. Looks out front. That one stopped by Roberts. What a chance for Luchenko out front. Now battling along the boards here, trying to get the puck out are the Stars. They'll get it out to the line and out. Up to center. Ooh. Kindry picks up the puck. Nelson slow to get up at center ice there. Piercy looking to dump it in. He's met by a hit by McAlpine. Now down low, Smith inside the Strathroy zone. He's going to come out the other side of the net. Smith up to his own line. Can't clear as he runs into the skates of Luchenko. Now Luchenko on the pass from Kindry. Up to Nelson. Nelson, he's the lone Rocket down low. Goes into the corner, and he's just going to tie it up here. Alexander right on him. Now Faulkner in to help him out. Just trying to kill some time as his teammates changed.
Great work.
Looking, comes out front, looking for a chance, and that one stopped by Roberts as he got the glove on the shot by Pimentel.
What a save. Nelson doing some good work down along the wall, holding it down there, killing precious time. But when the chance did come out, Pimentel got all sorts on that one-timer, but Roberts was ready and made a nice glove save.
Holding on to it here. A shot on from the point, and I don't know if that was redirected, but it was gloved on the way, and Roberts makes the save.
Yeah, I think that was deflected by somebody.
Once again, a face-off off to the right of Roberts. Stars looking to clear. It's up to the point, kept in by Hall. Hall trying to work it into the other corner. He does. Rockets playing with it down low. Out from the corner now. Looking to try and clear, knocked off his stick. Pimentel back behind the net, comes out front, and it's stopped by Roberts. He makes the point-blank save.
After Pimentel made the pass, he threw his hands in the air because he thought the puck went in. It did not. There it is underneath Tyler Roberts as he gets up. Great job on that shift. When you're up by a goal, the last thing you want to do is turn it over and have an odd man rush going the other way. Anytime they didn't have a play toward the front of the net, they just kept it in the corner.
1-0 Strathroy lead here as we approach the halfway mark of this third. Nice play by Hull to take the puck away from his man. Habib will take it back behind the Strathroy net, getting chased down. Coming in to help it out. Right out front of Nixon there. Dangerous territory. Rockets just looking to clear. It's Perry. Perry with it. Gains speed as he works his way through the neutral zone. And now he's into the offensive zone. Perry tries to cut to the middle here. Has it back behind the net and lost it. Now over to Wood. Wood holds on to it here. Escapes danger. Gets out to the right side. Looking for help. Ballas comes into the corner to help him. Perry to the bench, exhausted after that rush. Pass almost out front for Wood. Stars just looking to clear here. Up to the line. Now they'll forward it up to Kidder. Kidder on the left side looking for a shot over to the middle there. Had it knocked off his stick. Now looking out front. This one knocked away. Ballas will pick it up for Strathroy. Get it up to the blue line. Carry it to center and he'll dump it in. Over halfway through this third. 9:30 to go here. Stars looking to try and find the equalizer. It'll be dumped in. Back behind the net there to get it is Dietz. Dietz over to Amaral. Amaral, he's down low. He's got Hogarth right on him. Trying to come out the other side into the slot. This one knocked away from him. Dietz with it now. Pass out front. Comes up to the point for Alexander, who's down in the corner now. Alexander's pass taken away by Hall. Hall just out of the reach there as he was trying to find Kane Johnson. No icing as McAlpine's back to pick it up here for the Stars. Long pass up ice. Trying to return that one over to Dietz. Dietz. And it's back inside the Strathroy zone. McAlpine, he'll carry it forward. Opposite side is Mick Robbie tried to chase down the pass. Just out of the reach of Kane Johnson now. Back and forth here. 8:30 to go in the third period of play. Puck comes out to the slot. That slap shot there on from Amaral. Missing the goal. Looking out front to the slot. And it'll be picked up by Spezial. Spezial will work it forward for Strathroy. And he'll flip it into the corner. Now battling against Ballantyne. Gotta watch the sticks up high. Ballantyne will carry it out here. His pass just out of the reach, but they'll carry it up through center. Catrice with it. Catrice on the left side. Catrice trying to cut through. Catrice stopped by Nixon. Rebound comes out to the side. Another chance. That one stopped as well. Clearing chance, and they score. Had a chance to clear, and the Stars make them pay.
Two chances to clear right in front of Nixon. All in the blue paint. There was two. Star fell right at his feet, and he put it past Nixon.
Tristan Roberts.
Who wasn't quite sure where the puck was going to end up there. And it's tied at 1.
Tristan Roberts finds the equalizer here, and the Rockets now tied at 1. And a shot on and off inside of the St. Thomas zone here. Rockets got trapped there. Clearing attempt after clearing attempt. Couldn't find it outside the zone. And then, as you said, just dropped right onto the stick of Tristan Roberts, and he has tied this game at 1.
Yeoman's work by Chaz Nixon tonight, and you cannot fault him for that goal.
Stars looking to clear. They'll get it out. Now it's going to be a foot race for it. Coming into the zone, looking for a chance there. Knocked away by Human. They'll hold on to it. Weber up to the point. Looking for a shot and through traffic. Nixon sees that one and gloves it down.
Well, the Roberts brothers here doing work for the Stars. Tristan with the tying goal. Tyler with 24 saves so far tonight for St. Thomas.
Face off in the Strathroy zone off to the left of Nixon, one back by the Rockets. Now around the boards, out of the reach of Luchenko. Back to Smith. Smith just looking for options. Center and jumping in. That's exactly what they'll do into the St. Thomas zone. Now up to the point. Trying to look for a redirection out front. Couldn't find it. Flipped over, and it'll go into the St. Thomas bench out of play.
Well, now the Rockets need a goal. We've gone from being up 1-0 and protecting that lead to now it's 1-1 with 6:59 left in the third period. And next goal might win.
The way this one's been going. Pimentel in the corner here. Lost the puck. Stars looking to try and clear here. 6:51 to go. Gets past Faulkner. Alexander. He pokes it the other way. Now up to the point. Kept in by Hall. Down low for Alexander. He'll throw it around the boards. Rims out and comes to the other side. All the way back to Habib. Habib and Hull now. D to D. Up to Hewitt. Hewitt just trying to poke that one forward. Harris coming through there and had it knocked off his stick. Long pass onto the stick of Kidder. Kidder pokes that one, but the Stars are offside on the play. Face-off coming in the neutral zone.
With 6:18 to go, the big line's going to come out here. As I said, now they're tied. They do need a goal. And they've kept Tyler Roberts busy off and on in this third period. We'll see how they do to close it out.
6:15, the big line on here. Don't be surprised if you see him for 3 or more minutes here to finish out this third. Johnson to Laszlo, and Laszlo over to Wood. Still inside the Strathroy zone. Here's the Rockets look to clear. Ty Johnson, quick pass up to the captain Carson Perry. Now Ballas over to Wood, and they'll enter the offensive zone here. Wood tried to find Perry, had it knocked away from him. Wood still holds on to it here. A couple toe drags to get it away. Valentine will stump that one forward. Back inside the Strathroy zone. Kindry with it behind the net over to Smith. Smith back to Kindry here, and now they'll take a second. Look for some options to work it up ice. Pass out of the reach of Smith, but he'll go pick it up anyways. Coming across center into the offensive zone. Knocked away. Spezial circles back, comes across the logo, and hands it off to Kindry. Kindry spinning inside of the Strathroy zone here. He's back behind the net now as he hands it off to Smith, and Smith will go back to Kindry on the left side. Looking for quick options to work it up ice. They will. On to the stick of Spezial. Spezial drops that one. Hogarth looking for a shot, fanned on it. Takes another one, and this one goes off a skate. Now holding on to it down low. Into the slot, holding it. Hall, shot off a body and out of play. A nice block there by Dobbins sliding across.
Yeah, Hull had to really come on from the left side to come over and turn around to be on his forehand. And by the time he got the shot away, the defender dropped to block it.
Face off to the right of Tyler Roberts here. 3:53 to go in the third. Stars from their own zone. Long pass up to center, and Dobbin will throw it in on goal. Takes a funny hop on Nixon, who's ready to react with the blocker as he makes the save. Off to the side, Hull. Stiff arms a man as he gets the puck over to his D partner, and he'll be worked up ice by Nelson. Opposite sign for Ballantyne. Handing it off Catrice. Catrice up ice with it on his forehand. Catrice looking for a shot. That one blocked. Picking it up, and now Luchenko comes forward. Luchenko, one-on-one. Lost it on a move. Looking for the return pass. Nelson coming through. Couldn't get the shot off in time in the slot. Now up to the point for Piercy. Back down low for Luchenko. Luchenko holds on to it into the slot. Piercy looking for a shot. That one wide. Now back down in the corner. It's Nelson and Piercy, but the Stars get it away. Ballantyne on the right side. Piercy right on him here. Over to Catrice. Rimmed around the boards, pinching in here. And now the Stars come back the other way. In across center with it. Looking. Can't find a shot. Paris had it knocked off his stick. Into the corner once again. Big hit by Habib. Tries to get back and settled on his feet as it comes up to the point. Looking for it. Bonk. Shot. That one whistled over top of the goal, and it'll come all the way back down into the St. Thomas zone off the glass. It'll be Bonk to pick it up here. 2:15 to go in regulation. Off the skates there, kept alive and thrown on goal, and Nixon will glove it down, cover it up, and make the save with just over 2 minutes to go here in period number 3.
Good chance for Noah Nelson down in the Stars zone, all by himself in front when he took the pass, but he obviously didn't like the look on the backhand, so he decided to try and go to the forehand, and by the time he did that, the defender was there to take away the opportunity.
Off the draw, looking for a shot, poked away. Now back behind the Strathroy net for Kindred. Over to Wood. Wood, long pass on to the stick of Ballas. He picks it up. Ballas into the offensive zone, tries to leave it for Perry. Perry. Now Ballas almost got it over to Wood, but it was knocked off a stick, and the Stars will carry it the other way here onto the stick of Amaral. Amaral in across the zone, looking for a shot. That one wide. Opposite side, McRobbie to the net. That one hits off the side of the goal. Now with it is Wood. Leaves it for Perry. Perry almost forgot the puck as he was going up ice, but he stopped to pick it up, and now the Stars will take control. Amaral into the offensive zone on the left side. Now back below the goal line here. He's taken into the wall by Ty Johnson. Rockets get away as Laszlo pokes it to the other side. Wood coming in to help. Laszlo leaves it for Perry. Perry comes through the middle, and he'll just throw it into the St. Thomas zone and get a line change. Catrice back to get it here. 1:05 to go in regulation. He comes through the middle with it on his stick. Now in across the blue line, Catrice leaves it up to the point, dumped back in. Kindry trying to get over to Spezial as he's pinned against the wall. Johnson in there to help him out, and now it's up to Spezial, who will carry it forward. Here's the lone Rocket up ice. Wide on the left side into the corner. Knocked away from him as Alexander manhandles him with the wall. Into the corner now, and they were slow to get up is Hogarth for Strathroy as he was hit into the wall. Spezial into the slot, fanning on the shot there was Johnson. Now he comes through opposite side, and Roberts will cover up and make the save with 28.2 to go here in the third.
Hogarth on his way to the boards kind of went down a little bit. I don't know if he was on his knees or just bent over, but the hit from behind put his head into either the glass or the dasher board, and he was very slow to get up and is headed toward the bench now. Although as annoyed as he looks, he might just be okay. Yeah, I'd say he thinks he's okay.
Face off to the left of Roberts. Stars will win it. Weber will pick it up here. They got 20 seconds to go here as the Rockets will pick this one up. Now cleared out past the blue line and back into the Strathroy zone for Smith. 15 seconds to go. Up to Ballas. Ballas pass out of the reach of Kindry back in his own zone. Kindry got Weber right on him. Hands it over to Smith. Smith just going to hold on to this one, and the horn will go. And regulation solves nothing here in St. Thomas. We have overtime coming up on a Friday night from the Railway City.
Well, I would say that Chaz Nixon deserved better than having to go to overtime tonight with his performance. But here we are, 1-1 heading into the fourth period, which in the GOJHL, 7 minutes of overtime. I'd be a fan of the NHL if they went to a little bit longer overtime. It's not like they don't have to fly in the cattle car to the next city. They're flying first class.
7 minutes of overtime here coming your way. The shots on goal, 33-28 in favor of the Stars through regulation. At least I think it says 28. It's just out of my vision there on the left side. Nixon will head to his goal, and the Rockets and Stars will get ready here for a big overtime period. The Rockets picking up at least a point here tonight.
Much needed point, for sure. At the very least, they'll come out of tonight
tied with Sarnia.
Tied with the Legionnaires at 10 points. Big second point here, though. Not sure what that was all about. Oh,
They're going to switch sides
switching
here.
ends. Yeah, they play it like it's the second period. I was just kind of wondering there for a sec why Oliver Bonk was headed down to talk to Chaz Nixon. But yes, just as they do in the OHL and the NHL, overtime is the long change. The leagues really do their best to try and get these things won in the overtime period as opposed to going to the shootout.
So 7 minutes of 3-on-3 hockey coming your way. 7 or less from St. Thomas. We're underway. Here's the Rockets take control. Off of the face-off here. It's Nelson getting ready to work up ice with it. And he's going to circle back and go inside of the Strathroy zone. Nelson setting up behind the Strathroy net here, and Piercy in there to help him out, and now Piercy will carry it up ice. Piercy getting into the overtime action in his first game back. Now Piercy has it, looking for a pass out front. That one knocked away by the defender, and Smith will hold on to it. Down low for Nelson. Nelson spinning, getting away from danger as he holds on to it and hands it up to Smith at the point. Smith to Piercy. Piercy to Nelson, looking for a shot on goal. Redirected, good stop there. Don't know if it made it to Roberts, but he made the save, and now it will try to clear by the Stars. Picked up as Piercy hands it back to Smith, and Smith will take it back inside of the Strathroy zone.
Smith a long way from home with that tip in front of the net. You don't generally find him there.
Turning it over down low here. Dietz almost got it back for the Stars. And now it's a Ballantyne. Up through the middle. Dietz hands that one off. Breaking in, looking for a shot, scores! And the Stars win it in overtime.
Long change, Smith couldn't get off. Wood coming on for Nelson was a little late. But he went around Smith and went shelf on the blocker side on Chaz Nixon for the winner.
So the Stars tie the game in the third, and they win it in the overtime period. Final score 2-1 here over the visiting Strathroy Rockets, who are only able to pick up just the 1 point tonight.
Well, 1 point is better than walking out of here with no points.
But when you play this game ahead for most of it, your goaltender stands on his head for most of it, and you only get the 1 point. It's a heartbreaker.
The loudest goal horn in the league.
So a 2-1 final score here tonight as the Stars get the OT winner off the stick of Nick Hubin to give them the 2-1 win over Strathroy, and the Rockets will look to try and bounce back short-term memory as they host the Sarnia Legionnaires tomorrow night in Strathroy.
Got to come out with 3 points this weekend. 2 points tomorrow night is imperative against the Legionnaires.
7:30 puck drop tomorrow night at the West Middlesex Memorial Center as the Rockets host the Sarnia Legionnaires. We'll be on air at 7:25. From Eldon Dunseith, Noah Smith, we thank you for listening with us tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow from Strathroy.